Welcome to a series of videos on Swedish pronunciation based on the book From English to Swedish 1, a basic Swedish textbook for English-speaking students.
Welcome to this video on the pronunciation of Swedish consonants. I think you will find it easier than the vowels because there aren't really any sounds that don't exist in English. You may find it harder to spell Swedish, but we'll illustrate that here too. I won't cover all the consonants. Some are exactly the same as in English, so there's no need to mention them. Let's start with the C, which is pronounced just like a K in front of a consonant or a hard vowel. Here are your sample words. Please repeat after me, imitating as closely as you can. Ett bacon. Ett bacon. En clown. En clown. Och. Which is pronounced just O in everyday speech. The C may also be pronounced like an S when it is located in front of a soft vowel. En cirkus. En cirkus. En citron. En citron. En cykel. En cykel. Now comes the D. When saying a Swedish D, for the most part of your tongue will be more flat than in English, held up against the palate, and the tip of your tongue will touch the backside of your upper teeth. D. D. En dag. En dag. Det här. Det här. In everyday speech you drop the T in det här. En hund. En hund. Now comes the G, which can be pronounced G, in front of a consonant or a hard vowel. Ett glas. Ett glas. Grå. Grå. Like my hair. God. God. But the G may also be pronounced J when it's located in front of a soft vowel or at the end of a word. Gissa. Gissa. Gymnastik. Gymnastik. En varg. En varg. Now comes the consonant J, which is pronounced just like in the words we had before. En björn. En björn. Jazz. Jazz. En paj. En paj. Now comes the consonant K. In front of a hard vowel or a consonant, or inside a word, it is pronounced k. En katt, en katt, en kniv, en kniv, en fisk, en fisk. If the K is located in front of a soft vowel at the beginning of a word, it is pronounced sh. Kemi, kemi. Ett kilo, ett kilo. En kyrka, en kyrka. There are some words that break these rules about the pronunciation of the K. You'll have to learn them from case to case. Now comes the consonant L. And as was the case with the D, the L is also pronounced with it for the most part of the tongue held a bit more flat than in English, and the tip of the tongue touching the backside of the upper teeth. En bil, en bil. Ett glas, ett glas. Ett löv, ett löv. Now comes the consonant R, which is pronounced like in Scottish English with the tip of the tongue vibrating. R. This may be hard if you are not used to it. My best suggestion on how to practice is to say brr with a B in front of it. Do this in front of a mirror, and why don't you do it for 1 minute each time you've brushed your teeth? I'm sure you'll master it after a day or two. Brr, brr, brr. Now comes the consonant T. Just like the L and the D, the tongue is a little bit more flat and a little bit more to the front than when you say a T in English. Touches the backside of your upper teeth. En fot, en fot. En katt, en katt. En tomat, en tomat. And finally, among the consonants, the zeta. In English, you say z. In Swedish, we say s. We don't use the vocal cords. So, the sample words are jas, jas. En zombie, en zombie. Ett zoo, ett zoo. We'll continue with some consonant combinations. I'm now on page 18 of the book. The first one is CK, which is pronounced K. The C, I think, is only there to mark that the preceding vowel is short. En klocka, en klocka. En vecka, en vecka. Then comes the sound J, J, which may be spelt in a number of different ways, with DJ, GJ, HJ, LJ, where the first letter is not pronounced. This reflects how conservative the spelling is. Of course, we write here what we said hundreds of years ago. Jas, jas, gissa, gissa, ett djur, ett djur, gjorde, gjorde, hjälpa, hjälpa. Notice that we don't say the age, but of course it's related to help that starts with age in English. Ett ljus, ett ljus. Here you have the same phenomenon. We don't say the L, but the word is related to light in English. Now comes the sound ng, which you have in my name, Bengt. It can be spelled ng, många, många. It can be spelled with only a G in front of an N, but the N is spoken separately. Regn, regn. Notice that I say the ng and then the n, regn. And it can be spelled with an N in front of a K, bank, bank. Now come four important consonant combinations: RN, RD, RS, and RT. In all of these combinations, the R is not pronounced, and the following consonant is pronounced with the tongue pulled back to the position where the R would have been spoken if it had been spoken. So the RN becomes n, n. The RD becomes d, d. The RS becomes sh, sh. And the RT becomes t, t. Okay, here are the sample words. In jord, in jord. In björn, in björn. In kurs, in kurs. In artikel, in artikel. Now comes the sound sh. This was difficult when I was in first and second grade, and you should learn to spell it, because hearing the sound, you don't know how to spell it. There are sample words, all spelled differently. Choklad, choklad. Shampoo, shampoo. En sjö, en sjö. En skjorta, en skjorta. Like my shirt. En sked, en sked. Here I'm making an effort to speak with the Eastern Swedish pronunciation. I'm really from West Sweden myself, so I would pronounce the sound sh instead of sh. But I think it's much easier for you to say sh like in English shoot. Then comes the sound sh, like in the English word China, but without the initial T, sh. May also be spelt in several different ways. Ett kilo, en check, en kjol, en kjol, 20. Now turn to page 20, and we'll round this off with a few pronunciation irregularities in everyday speech. They are not many, but they are very frequent. It's the most frequent combinations of words that you say, and therefore you drop some sounds in them. The first is jag, which means I, and you just say ja. Ja. The next one is det, it, where you just say det. The next one is which is mr, is, and you just say ä. There is the var, which means was, and you just say va. Then it's the de and the dem, which means they and them respectively. Both of them are pronounced dom, in the major part of Sweden. And then I wanted to mention all the adjectives that end in igt, like roligt, fun, roligt. You drop the G and you say roligt. Okay, now we have gone through all of the Swedish pronunciation, and in the following videos I'm going to read the vocabulary lists to the different lessons or chapters in our book to you, so that you can get the pronunciation of each word correct. See you again.